All right, guys. I apologize for most of that. Tarpon Turtle, thank you. My name's Jeremy White, Whitehead Comedy. Give it up for Nathan Gallardo! Give it up for Jeremy White, everybody! Yes! All right, back to the theme of love. Love, it's everywhere. I can see it all over, and I can see it up here. All of you were made from love, and that's awesome. I went to East Detroit High School. Anybody know where that is? East Detroit?
Yeah, East Detroit.
It's east of Detroit. Yeah. I got picked on a lot all the time by kids because I was different from them, you know? They'd point at me and say mean stuff. They'd be like, he's got a dad. I didn't know what that meant. It's a good joke. I lived with a lot of my family because we were poor, you know? I don't know. My uncle always smelled like alcohol, you know? Like, especially when he would kiss me. I always thought that was weird. These are good jokes. These are family friendly. Your next comedian also hails from Michigan. He flew all the way here just to perform for you guys tonight. From St. Petersburg. Give it up for my good buddy, James Mac Daddy Estelai! For the artist known as Christopher Wright! Give it up for Chris! Give it up for the artist known as Christopher Wright. Guys, we do a radio show called Stand Up for News together. So it's stand-up comics making fun of the news. Stand Up for News. Nathan's been on it a bunch of times. Give it up for your host, everybody. Isn't he doing a great job? Good job, Chris. I appreciate you. Oh, we got a young crowd here tonight, huh? How old are you, buddy? 11? That's awesome, because 99% of my jokes are targeted at 11-year-olds. Literally. Well, I write like an 11-year-old. You ever heard that one phrase, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? You heard it? Yeah, good. Helps the joke if you heard it. What if other animals had that problem, you know, though? Like, what about a peacock? You don't hear people go, hey, how much pee could a peacock cock? Right? If a peacock could peacocks, or cock peas, we don't do that. You do that? No, it's silly. What about a Shih Tzu? A little puppy dog? We don't say, hey, how much shit could a Shih Tzu shit? If a Shih Tzu could sue shits, or Shih Tzus, probably Shih Tzus. Who would sue a shit? Like, you've been served, shit. You guys heard that word before, I'm assuming. So. All right. You seem very mature. How old are you? Like 12? 11? 11? You got two 11-year-olds. What about you? 12? All right. You're the oldest. You know these jokes already. Friggin' bubbles everywhere. Who brought the bubbles? When I was like your age, when I was 12, I was in a foster care home. I got taken away from my family. Got put in a foster care home. Anyway, in the new foster home, I didn't have any friends. But I had this girlfriend I liked, and her name was Kim Peach, and she was kind of a chubby. All the guys, they started making fun of me, you know. You know this one, right, Stefano? That's why you're already laughing. It's not funny, though. But all the fellas were making fun of me. What do you think they were calling me? They were calling me James and the Giant Peach. It's not funny, you guys. You guys, what about like a sperm whale? You guys... You think of that? How much sperm can a sperm whale sperm? Right? If a sperm whale could sperm sperms, or whale sperms, it's a lot of sperm. Probably fill up all of the tarpon turtle with sperm. You guys know what that is, right? You've seen the Nature Channel, right? All right. I got a favorite show I like to watch on TV. It's called Locked Up Abroad. Have you guys heard of it? Yeah. You've heard of it, Nathan? It's like people they travel abroad and then they get arrested overseas and they go to jail. I want to make a show kind of like that, except mine's called Locked Up Abroad. That reminds me, I gotta check my trunk before I leave. Hey, they said I'm gonna be in the Comedy Hall of Fame. They're inducting me in the Comedy Hall of Fame, you guys. You believe it? Give it up for me, right? Yeah. You shouldn't be talking while I'm doing the thing, because I'm gonna be in the Comedy Hall of Fame, you guys. But they did say they're gonna put an asterisk next to my name, like Barry Bonds and like Sammy Sosa doing steroids. They're gonna put an asterisk next to my name, but not because I did steroids. It's because of how many asterisks I can do. I got him. That's a cool hat. Hey, you got a ping pong ball? I'll show you guys. Anybody got a ping pong ball? It'd be a lot funnier if you did. I got another favorite show on the History Network called The Curse of Oak Island. Have you guys seen that? Kids heard of that? Yeah, it's cool. It's about these guys in Nova Scotia searching for a buried treasure on Oak Island. I want to make a show kind of like that, except mine's going to be called The Curse of Joke Island. And basically, you guys are all trapped on an island with me until you kill yourselves. You like that one? Yeah. There's no buried treasure. No one lasted very long either. We filmed 3 seasons in one day. It's going to be on Netflix, you guys. What about a platypus, you guys? Like, how much puss could a platypus puss? Right? If a platypus could put pusses. Think of that, you know? I do a lot of cannabis. You guys like cannabis? I think of these jokes when I do cannabis. It's for medical purposes, kids. Only. This isn't a real belt buckle, you guys. You like WWE? Yeah, you're the real champs for sitting through this, you 11 and 12-year-olds. This chick's just got a blank stare in her face the whole time, like, what am I watching? I grew up on the streets, though, like Nathan said. You can tell I'm from the streets, right, you guys? You can tell I'm from the streets, obviously. Technically, I was born on a playground down the streets, though. I was a seesaw section baby. My parents were probably swingers, Chris. Yeah. My balls are from the streets, too. These ones right here. My balls are from the streets. You're probably wondering what street this jerk's balls are from, right? Yeah. Well, it's actually cul-de-sac. Up top. That gets a whistle of the day. Joke of the day whistle. Where'd the light guy go? Is he gonna give me the light, or are you coming up here just to let me know what's over, or what? You just playing guitar with me? Oh. Hey, I knew this chick in like middle school when I was like your age, dude, and we always called her Butter Knife. Me and my buddies. Yeah. It's not because she spreads easy. Yeah. It's because I called her Butterface so many times, she pulled out her knife on me. Whoa. Now we got like everything but her knife. You get it? Her real name was Maria. I don't know if I should say this next thing to you guys. What do you got left there for me? A couple minutes? 23andMe? You ever contact 23andMe? I did. To find out my heritage, you guys. Yeah. They sent me an envelope in the mail, a little plastic bag, and a swab, and the instructions inside. They said, swab the inside of your mouth, James, put it in that plastic bag, and put it in the envelope, and send it back to 23andMe. And so I did such things. A week later, the results came back. I was super excited to find out what I was. You guys are probably all excited to find out too, right? Right? Yeah? Yeah. So I opened it up and said, hey, James, we think you're a black dude. Oh, man. That's silly, right? I guess I probably should have just rinsed out my mouth first.
Damn, James. Wow.
But it is 7% African descent is what it said on my 23andMe. So when the real one came back, it said 7% African descent. It's not enough to say the N-word, but it is 1% per inch. I took my ex-girlfriend, she was such a cheating tramp. don't want to say the other word in front of these little 11-year-olds. She was such a cheating tramp. If she was a geyser in a national forest like old Yellowstone, her nickname would be Old Unfaithful. Yeah, but like Old Faithful, she'd have a hole that's 75 feet deep, 5.5 feet in diameter, that toxic fumes caused it to erupt every 45 minutes. My ex is like a beer that I set down at a party, and then an hour later I came back and found it. I mean, it's flat, it's nasty, and I don't want nothing to do with it, because while I was gone, somebody probably put something in it. You like that one. Once I took this girl, my girl Pam, we've been together 20 years now. In April it was 20 years. Hey, give it up for her for sitting through this for that long. So our first date, we were there. I wore a lot of Axe body cologne. Phoenix. You chicks love that stuff, right? Girls love Axe body cologne Phoenix, right? Yeah, heck yeah. But I might have worn too much, because through the date, I took her somewhere nice too, but through the date she started sneezing. She kept sneezing, and I was like, I didn't say anything, but maybe it was too much Axe. But later she said, hey James, do you have a Kleenex? I said, no, my ex is a dirty skank. Why else do you think we're on the date? You like that? When I was a little kid, I was kind of dumb, because I always thought that homemade meant that a prostitute came over to your house and cleaned up for you and made you some cookies. It's not the same thing. I even slipped her 20 bucks once, but all she did was clean my room extra good. You taking my picture, Nathan? Let me suck in my gut. I'm getting kind of chubby, you guys. Like, first I couldn't see my feet, but now I can't even see SpongeBob's feet, you guys. This is on my shirt. It says, what a load of barnacles. That's what this is. Oh, I can't tell this joke, I don't think, but I'm going to try without saying anything. You kids might not get it. Alright, when I was a little kid, during like family vacations and stuff, my uncle would come over and stay with us. And then sometimes he'd come into my bedroom and do naughty stuff to me. And if anybody ever does that to you guys, you tell an adult. Okay? Got it? Tell an adult. Yeah, it got bad too. I probably should have called DCF, you guys. But lucky for him, I was DTF. One time I was taking my son on vacation, and we were going to Hot Springs, Arkansas. He was like 11, 12. He's like your guys' age. And he was in the back seat, me and Pam were driving there, and we drove past an exit sign that said, next exit, Cum Lake. It said C-U-M-B, the B is silent. You guys are learning today. It's just like school, huh? Yeah, C-U-M-B, Cum Lake. And then I said, hey Pam, you want to stop here and we could go swimming in Cum Lake? That'd be cool, right? And she didn't laugh either. But from the back seat, my little kid popped his head up and he said, hey Dad, I bet that's a man-made lake. It's because it's true. He got his ass beat. I mean, he got his butt beat, you guys. One time, I was taking him to school about 2 years later, and he was going through puberty. You know, like you kids are about to go through. You probably have. You're a big fella, huh? No comment. Like I'm not standing here talking to you. See a fish jump or something? There's a comedy show like 8 feet from you. Anyway, I was taking him to school. He's going through puberty, and he's in the back seat because I dropped his mom off. And he looked at me in the mirror. He said, hey, Dad, can I ask you a personal question? I'm like, sure, buddy. Ask me anything you want, man. I'm here for you. He's like, all right, well, don't tell anyone and don't laugh, but have you ever shaved off all your pubic hairs before, Dad? And I'm like, thinking to myself, I would never ask my mom that or my dad that, that's weird. And then I was like, James, did you shave off all your pubic hairs or something? He said, yeah, Dad, it's kind of itchy. So I recommend baby powder if you guys ever do that. But then I'm thinking for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. You don't own a razor blade. He's like, I use yours, Dad. I'm like, this morning? Is that all my time for you guys? I guess. Here comes Nathan, your host. Thank you again. Here comes the artist known as Christopher Wright. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Clap, clap. Bam.
Give it up for James Esterline, everybody! Yes! Wow! Yeah! You guys doing okay? Got a couple comedians left. I will also be selling merchandise out front, guys. It's $5 a gram. You might have seeds, but where are you getting $5 grams?